What's up, everyone? I'm working on the BMW Kart right now. I already lobbed this fucker off. Basically, what my plan is I'm going to jig off of Corey's car and kind of cut away a little bit of, the rest of this material and cut this down a little bit, like cut this down, maybe like right there, and then just kind of attach it to everything with tube so that I'll be using a stock strut tower top and everything will be reinforced with tube so that next time somebody crashes it, it doesn't get so fucked. So we'll start. I'm gonna cut this shit and then start measuring some tube, I guess.
Who that knocking at the door?
So I made this piece out of the old cereal box, mini wheats holding it down. So that'll cover that. Bam, right there. And then from here, I'm pretty much gonna make this boy out of metal, of course. And then figure out some tube arrangement, which I have no idea what's gonna happen yet. We're just gonna wing it. And then I may or may not do half of this first, or start on the front end area and then do this stuff. So I'm not sure. I'll see. I've been sitting here for like 30 minutes trying to think of how I'm gonna do this. But this is how I usually do it. I think for like 30 minutes, then I fabricate for a lot of time. But rather than fabricating for like twice as much time because you're redoing shit, I just think a lot. So this sucks. Alright, so the plan is, since that cut looks like shit, I'm going to just redo the cut with a angle grinder, just a bigger wheel, so I can get it nice and straight. And then this bolt right here is pretty fucking close, so I'm gonna try to get it like as close as, not really as close as possible, but I guess as far as possible. And then I'm just gonna plate this, fucking simple. And then it sucks I overcut this side because this side's not bad. This side just was crumpled, so cutting it was kind of a bitch. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. So I got these guys whipped up, fit pretty well. Wherever they go, something like that. Fits decent. And then so now I'm just use the wire wheel, clean her up a little bit, and then weld them on. So I got these guys tacked in place, and then cut these out, and they'll be going basically just like that. And the end of this will connect to the bash bar, obviously. And then I will have a brace from, one side to the other, kind of almost following the sway bar line actually, and just kind of support them. And then probably gusset it on here as well, something like that. Just make everything super fucking strong in case of more stupid accidents. And I guess, yeah, then I could start on this stuff. So I had this bitch like perfect size almost. It's like 3/8 over. So I just changed the center a little bit. But this will be the brace from one bar to the other. Choose this fucking iPhone 8 zoom. Oh my god, look at it. So yeah, like, let's see if I can finger this. From there, wow, this is difficult, to there, bop. You see it, you know what's going on. Let's bend this bitch. So I'm kind of using this angle line right here as a temporary jig, just to make sure these boys are level. And then I'm measuring fucking everything, making sure it's all nice and square. And then I'm gonna tack it up a couple times, probably 3 or 4 times per side, and then go and tack it on the car. So I cut this guy out, and it's going to be the bar that goes from there down to the frame rail. About to bend it, but first I'm going to use this boy, my Swag Off-Road. I always use Swag Off-Road. It has some fucking good shit. I'm literally not sponsored by them, but I fucking wish I was. Tell them to hit me up. But the plane of bend indicator, so I can offset the 2 bends by 45 degrees, and then that'll just make it work right. So let's do this. Look at these doggies welded in place. Starting to look like a car again. A Kart again. So this boy's gonna get braced something like that. And then I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing over here. I don't know. Corey and Matt are having sex. So yeah, need some ideas. Something. So I'm pulling the engine because, well, it was just kind of sitting in there. The transmission is super far forward because it fell off the mounts and stuff. Corey's still a faggot. Dante's still my bodyguard. So I'm gonna pull the engine and then I'm going to mount the radiator. I'm not doing this strut tower anytime soon because I ordered a strut brace for it to make it, just to help get it in line and everything. So I'm gonna do that later on. But I'm gonna mount the radiator and then that should be good for now. So the radiator is upside down right now. I had these in my toolbox. I have no idea where they came from, but they're threaded and they're going to get welded like that. Back up, so I don't have to use the stock lower one. And then I'm probably gonna make a similar one on my lathe for there and there. Just because that'll bolt it in and be a lot more solid than the factory shit. So I'm gonna TIG weld these on real quick and then work on the upper mounts. So they're both welded on there. They look all right. I don't know if you can tell in the time lapse, but the tape, I used PET tape and just to hold it in place, and it literally caught on fire and turned useless almost instantly, and it made it a bitch to weld. So, well, it's got a little dirty, but whatever, they're there. Now I need to whip up some mounts for the top. So I use the angle iron again to jig these two. Just measure the distance between them on the mounting points, clamp them to this, and then tack them in place. Just roughly guess the angle. I'm kind of V-mounting the radiator a little bit, just because it looks. So I got a phone call, but yeah, V-mounting the radiator because it looks cool. So next up, I'm going to drop another tack on each of these just to make sure they stay in place. And then I will be taking these tabs and gotta cut them down a little bit, and they'll be going basically like that. So that's up next. Took a small break for a skate sesh. Now I'm out of breath. And back to work on this. These boys like that. Didn't even test fit them yet, so let's see. Just need a little shave down on that one. And little shave down on that one. But we're close. Boom, look at that. Shit looks pretty fucking white.
I just wanted to let you know your fart stinks, and now you're recording, and they know that. And you're fucking.
Apparently my farts stink. Bonus feature. Bop. What do you got? Boom. Little jack point. Swaggy. Since it's in kind of a shitty spot, and if it caught on stuff, it would be bad, I'm just gonna barely weld this thing on. It can't be that bad. So I'm just gonna barely weld this thing on, so if it hits something, it'll just rip off rather than ripping the front of my car off. Makes sense, right? Boom, there she is. This is all we got for now. It's gonna sit like this until I get the new strut bar to align everything. But right now, tray flip. Cool. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching my videos. You're awesome.